Guys, we're back with Ascension World of Warcraft, and today I decided to kind of show you a little bit of my character, show you a little bit how it plays, and maybe kind of like the benefits of why I chose to fix him up like this. And I mean, the best part of this game, essentially, since it's a private server, you can really make this character your own, which is unbelievable. Uh, it's not a new game, so for those of you that have actually played it, uh, you know what I'm talking about. It's really a fun game, and this is a little bit about my character and how I decided to build him. So let's start with spellcasting. So as you can see, I did go Shadow, and for the sole purpose that my character is melee DPS, but at the same time, he's a main debuffer. So I have pretty much all the curses, at least everything that I think I would need. Everything else is kind of like spec around that to debuff, sorry, the, the person that I'm fighting, if I'm fighting PvP or the raid boss or anything. And the majority of the debuffs will actually heal me at the same time. So you have Hunt, you have my shadow damage which will increase my Hunt. I can't speak apparently. Siphon Life, you have Drain Life, and Death Coil, and the best part is I took two of the best Shadow Priest. You know, one is a talent, the other one's a spell. So Devouring Plague, which also heals, and at the same time Shadow Form, which gives me a huge boost of DPS at the same time. And let's face it, it just looks cool. So after that, not much more for the mage. I mean, I took the portals just because, man, convenience. You can kind of go anywhere you want in the blink of an eye. I didn't really want to waste points here, but because of the convenience, sure, I guess. Um, this is mainly crowd control, knockback, nothing really more than that. I would have rather had something for Shadow, which I don't. Yeah, you have Seed of Corruption, but there's no real knockback, and yes, I could deal more damage, but at the same time, I wanted crowd control, which I don't have, right? And the reason why I got Corruption over Seed of Corruption, and I know a lot of people are going to be telling me, why the heck did you do that? There is a reason. This is why. So all I have to do is apply Corruption on one target, hit them with my Sinister Strike, and they pretty much all happen. So I am good there. I know I should have gotten Nightfall, especially with the Sinister Strike enchant I have there, but I don't really have Shadow Vault, so it's not going to be very useful. Now, the reason why I decided not to take Shadow Vault is because there's no healing that comes along with it, and I want to be able to survive, essentially. You have this one over here, Soul Leech, but it's more of a chance on hit, which, at least for me, was not very worth it, right? And again, this is my build, so my decision. What else? The majority of my talent points after that, they're all mainly, some of them are hit, but the majority are debuffs or some type of dodge or defense. Like, my point was to be built like a tank. That was my goal. And I know I'm missing a lot, obviously, because my gear is not really spec to it. I don't even have a shield, but every talent I could get that can give me dodge or, again, parry or any type of reduction, I tried to take. After that, Titan's Grip, you guys probably saw it by then. So I have a nice two-handed weapon here, and my offhand as well. So there's still blues. I don't have a lot of epics yet. I have like 3-4, I think, something like that. And notice that they both have Crusader at the same time, which gives me a huge boost when they do proc. Now, okay, fine. It's not a game changer, but it does help a lot. I did go for a little bit of Rogue as well, for the 50% dodge, Sinister Strike that you guys saw before, and Ghostly Strike, which also gives me 10% parry. Fantastic. And for the Pally, again, no, over here, Reckoning. So again, parry, and at the same time, I took some, I guess you can call it more haste oriented, I guess, just because you can kind of give an additional strike, generate an additional strike, and I did a few of these as well. So because I'm kind of hybrid class, I may not necessarily hit as hard as pretty much everybody else. Not that I don't do damage, because a combination of melee and spell does crazy damage. I really drop mobs like crazy, but at the same time, it's a little bit more of a different gameplay. So the faster I hit, the better it is. And when I do hit, I try my best to hit more than one target. So therefore, Hammer of Righteousness, Divine Storm, here you have some additional parry. And when it comes to the Shaman, Flurry, very useful as well. After that, since I will never be able to have as much attack power as everybody else, this was extremely useful. And I put a lot of emphasis there, but it's okay. So mental dexterity basically gives you a lot of attack power, so 6% attack power based on your intellect. And as you guys can see, I am more spec'd intellect because the majority of my gear is combination of both, but almost all of them have stamina and intellect. So strength, attack power, I am missing. This kind of makes up for it. Here you have some additional chance on hit and increased damage, obviously, plus the totems, which are fantastic. I always want to have these, and my Wind Fury. So again, when I hit melee attacks, it's all about speed, it's all about debuffs, whether it's melee or spell damage, and at the same time, I'm built like a tank. Again, doesn't necessarily mean I can tank because I'm nowhere near where I should be, but you know what? When it comes to talents, yeah, comfortable. So let me show you guys how this plays. Now, I went a little bit lower level just so I can show you a little bit how it works. And this guy's done. Nah, okay. Let's see if I can resist it.
I can't cast that. That spell isn't ready yet.
There you go. And at this point, it's just DPS the heck out of this guy. So even though he's level 61, because they're elites, they drop like flies. But because they're elites, they're still closer to the level 60.
That's still rechargeable.
So I personally love this build. They're really fun to play with. Look how many dots, how many debuffs you have there. Plus, especially with my silence because of the Blood Elf,
I don't have a target.
I mean, they don't really stand a chance, right? So whether you want a PvP or down a raid boss, this build for me anyways, is amazing. There's a lot of things to kind of press and remember, but for me that's part of the fun. Now, a lot of people don't really like this build, which is really funny. And I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Now, the reason why I say it's funny is because I've actually gotten kicked out of a pug group just because, quote unquote, I am playing it wrong. Whatever that means. So since 2004, I've been playing World of Warcraft, and I'm now playing it wrong. So you have all these options to customize your character to your liking, and I'm merely DPSing while debuffing the mob, but I am playing it wrong. That was amazing. So this is my build. Like I said, I absolutely like it because as I'm DPSing, dealing crazy ass damage, I'm actually healing myself. So my mana keeps going down, but my health is not. My health is always up there. So I'd love to hear what you guys have as a build. Do you play healer, DPS? Do you like having a hybrid class? Do you even agree with the way I did it? I know a lot of people may not, which is fine. I mean, you guys don't have to. It's my build. I like to play it like that. No harm in that. But I'd love to hear from you. What do you guys think? To me, this was always something that I've always been struggling with. I just cannot bear myself to keep seeing the fact that I spent 2 points on this just for convenience. It is what it is. That's fine. So that's it. This just to show you a little bit about my character, how it plays, and I'd love to hear from you guys. Tell you and tell me how you play it, what you play, and what are some of the talents that you guys chose. So thank you so much for watching.